Alrighty, folks. Well, hello and welcome to another session of our Princes of the Apocalypse. I'm your dungeon master, dungeon mister, joined by most of our players this evening. What's you
What's
guys?
up?
Yo.
Hopefully, we will have our packs join us soon later, maybe? Fingers crossed. But either way, the story goes on and the show goes on. But before it goes on, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time, how it went on, before we get into what's going to happen this time. So, last time. As the group headed back to town for a drink and a talk about what they had witnessed and discovered in the ruins caves that day, had a lot on their minds. Each had their own reasons for venturing out that morning and found something none of them had intended. They headed to the Swing Sword for a meal and get some rooms for the evening. Here they ran into an itinerant priest of Lathander that mentioned a caravan comprised of a delegation from Mirabar, seemingly late on their passing through of the town. Having seen them just a couple of 10 days ago, in a town not too far off. This news intrigued more than a couple of you for different reasons, but as Lucky was still a bit shell-shocked and Torn was exhausted from the events of the day, the two decided to get an early rest, while the others headed across the street to the local tavern, the Helmet High Sun. It was here Pax helped a musician find his calling, but also heard a couple more rumors involving this delegation. In the morning, the group headed to the local barber to check on one of these rumors. Hearing tale of some recent graves in the hills, the local offered to take them out to the hills to see them, and the group agreed to check it out. So, taking a short hike, you guys arrived at the site. Dry hills and 4 very recent, hastily made graves and buzzards circling overhead. You investigated the area, found some clues, and talking to the animals some more. Unsure of what to make of the situation, you debated opening the graves up to see who or what was buried beneath. But just as you were about to, a man in robes wandered up, stumbling even, asking for help and water. Dusty, dirty man. At first glance, he seemed trustful. Lucky could tell he was up to something, especially since he had seen the space in his vision. Well, tensions stayed still among the travelers, and beneath the surface at least, a battle was brewing. In an instant, though, the grounds beneath trembled and a horrible Ankeg burst through the dirt and rock, ready to attack, just as you all were ready to test your mettle. And that is where we will pick up. You guys have rolled initiative, and unfortunately, the Ankeg is up first, and we are indeed joined by our packs. Good to have you, man.
Yay, PAX.
But initiative time. We're gonna go with Crossing the Chasm. It's dry. It kind of fits the scene here.
What's up, guys?
But yes, so the Ankeg bursting through is going to bite out at one of the 2 individuals. It is nearby. It is going to reach out to try to bite Lucky. Lucky, it did get a 22 to hit you.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
As
It would happen that way, wouldn't it?
As it grabs a hold of you, Lucky, you take 11 points of slashing damage and 5 points of acid as it clutches you, lifting you up, grappling, and I believe restraining you in this exact moment. No, you are just
So
grappling.
So 16 points total?
That is correct, sir. Just then, in a split instant, Torn, you would see a blur of dust kick up from across the way. Sliding through the dirt, a masked individual wearing like kind of some sort of copper, almost seemingly looking like a gargoyle or some sort of golem mask, slides in through the dirt, kicking Orsic, or attempting to kick Orsic, muttering underneath his breath. The Black Earth has blessed us with an Ankeg, as he tries to kick out at Orsic. Getting a 23 to hit.
Yep.
As Orsic, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as he just kind of kicks you in your kind of ankle, and then he spins up, whirring around, going for another kick, kind of spinning kick, tries to kick you in the back of your head. Getting a 19 to hit.
That hits.
As you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And you said you weren't worried about this. They're just rolling all 20s.
Well, the second one wasn't actually at advantage. But that will end their turn, taking us to Orsic, as you guys just got kicked in the back of your shin and then bonked on the head with a foot. As that kind of, hear that conk, dust billowing up.
All right,
surrounded.
Well, I am not going to grab the guy I originally was going to grab. I'm going to turn and face the dude that hit me, and I'm going to attack him with my one-handed battle axe.
You pull your axe and swing it around, and 9 is going to be a miss. As he quickly does a quick flip in the air, dust kind of spinning up around him.
That'll be it.
All right. Short and sweet, taking us to Pax Mort. Pax, what you up to?
Hello.
Hello? Mr. Mort. Oh. Can almost hear you. You sound...
Hello.
Hello.
Here we go. Cool. Alright, dude in front of me. Getting hit.
All right. What are you going to hit him with?
My left hand.
All right. A little left palm. As you can see, he's reaching for something beneath his cloak. Beneath his dirty, ripped clothes. It's a mask. Getting a 6, he quickly pushes your palm away. As seems they know Kung Fu too.
Alright. And I'll move right there. That's it.
Well, you can bonus action. You can bonus action attack it, or get a second attack if you'd like. Or you can do your Step of the Wind, or Patient Defense to disengage, or Flurry of Blows, or depending on if you want to expend a focus point or not.
Not yet.
All right. Well, you can always do the Patient Defense bonus unarmed strike or Step of the Wind without focusing.
Oh, then yeah, doing that.
Which one?
The unarmed strike.
All right, give me a second unarmed strike. As you miss with your left palm, you go for a kick. Maybe try to hit him with a sandal or something. As he just kind of ducks or does the cool Neo bending back and evades your attack. That will take us to Furial Lucky Elmshade, in the clutches of this Ankeg that just burst through the ground next to this broken, half-buried, whatever.
What can I do when I'm grappled?
Your movement is 0. That is, and any attacks against other creatures will be at disadvantage. But other than that, you can do everything else. Action. It's just your movement is 0. And that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, bonus action, Hunter's Mark. This creepy crawler.
Okay.
And I'll take a strike at him with my scimitar.
All right. Pulling out the scimitar.
And it's at disadvantage.
No, only against other creatures. Besides the one
Okay.
that is grappling you.
Okay. Oh. There it is.
Yeah. 23. You slice into the face of this thing as it's grappling you with its big pincers.
I'm gonna burn a dreadful strike as well.
Okay. As you would see shadows just imbue with this scimitar strike for 18 points of damage. As it stabs into this, you can see this kind of acidic blood spills out of its from under its face plates as you cut into it.
And I can still use my scimitar with Nick, right? I don't have to pull out my short sword.
You can use your, I don't know what fighting style you took.
My fighting style was
You
the
did take 2 weapon fighting. Gotcha.
weapon.
So yes, you can take a short sword or if you have another scimitar. You do not have you do not have another scimitar, but you can take a short sword attack.
Okay, I'll do that. Turn that up. Take the attack with Nick with the short sword, and now because it was burned, but because my short sword's messed up, wasn't the attack -1?
It's just -1 to damage.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But you will miss either way as you try and stab out. It just skids across the armor plates of this Ankeg.
And that's it.
All right, doing a hefty blow as you scratch across the face. That will take us to this guy, as indeed he does quickly put a mask on and spin around, and he's going to kick out towards Pax. You can see his bare foot kind of almost shifts into the solid surface like stone as he tries to hit Pax, getting a 6 to hit. And doing
Just
like
missing.
a helicopter kick as he kind of spins around on the ground is going to try to spin out towards... Yeah, he's going to spin out towards Orsic as well. Why not? Getting a 13 to hit Orsic as it clangs off your armor plating, easily missing as he just kind of stands there ready, looking at both of you. His hands go from like open hands more to fists as he is kind of taking a sturdy stance, which will take us to Berazek.
Okay, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Since the Ankeg is grappling him,
Yes.
can I move away without taking an attack of opportunity? Or would I get attacked?
Do you want to find
Or
out?
is that something I can even ask?
I would say it seems like it's grapplers are currently grappling something.
Thank you for that answer.
But-
I played Baldur's Gate all day on Sunday, so I
but-
apologize for metagaming.
No, you're good. But there's no way to know that it doesn't have other attacks.
Okay, so Berazek is going to move away to try and create some space between himself and this random creepy crawly that moved out. He's going to move back over here. And then-
It kind of pulls. It is starting to pull Lucky there, kind of to face you, but it does not bite out because it does have Lucky in its grasp.
And then Berazek is going to pull his drum up on his left side and just play 3 low boom booms, and you're going to see a blue wave go towards the Ankeg's head, and he's going to cast Sleep on the Ankeg.
Oh. Is a wisdom or a con? I think it's wisdom.
Wisdom.
got a big old 7. As it quickly drops Lucky and kind of starts going limp, as you can see its eyes start blinking. Its mandibles stretch out as if it were yawning. He's a sleepy boy. I love the new sleep spell.
That'll be my turn.
All right, that will take us to Torin. Seeing all this happening in just a flash, what are you up to?
Okay, so seeing Lucky got dropped, you can see the look on Torin's face like he's changing his mind. He reaches into his little pouch. He pulls a small object out. He throws it into the air. And he makes, well, basically a hawk screech. It lands back in his hand, and swooping out of the air comes a large hawk.
That's what
almost
I don't have.
spectral, but it's there.
Oh, you got
So
your
cast
bestial.
summon beast, and
Yeah,
I will have my air beast spirit.
I will put that. I knew I was forgetting. I had it pulled out at some point, and then I just didn't do the thing. You should have access to it now.
Okay, you got it set for air. Cool.
It's set for whatever.
Yeah, 20 hit points would be air. And Torin will then move up the hill a little bit, scamper up, and that will be him.
Okay.
So
Bestial
now
spirit.
comes the bestial spirit. So it's going to swoop down and attack this guy.
All right, yeah, this large hawk, just talons or beak. Yeah.
So it uses my spellcasting modifier to attack.
Yes.
Ooh, getting an 11.
An 11 is gonna miss as he's dodging. These guys are actually, you know what? He'll stand firm and just kind of push away the claws.
And then the it'll swoop back up into the air another 40 feet or so.
All right. Anything else for Torin?
That is it.
All right, that will take us to the Ankeg, who just kind of, you see it wobbling around for a brief moment, and it gets to make a final wisdom save. Getting a 12 against Barazek's sleep spell. Barazek, does a 12 beat your DC?
Nope, sorry, it's 13. I was muted.
Okay, you're good. With a 12, as it wavers back and forth, it just kind of collapses with a loud thud onto the ground there. Still kind of sticking out of its hole that it had made. Taking us to as both of these guys kind of glance over for a brief moment, you can see their eyes beneath their masks look over. Oh. Perhaps the Black Earth did not bless us. It is cursed. It is a test. And this guy's going to continue to try to beat on friendly neighborhood Orsic. Getting a nat 20 was his first attack for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. As he quickly...
I don't even know why I wear heavy armor.
The chances are... It's not very good that he will roll this high. As he will skid... He will skid across, and as he just kind of whacks you in the back with the back of his palm, and spins around and tries to whack Pax with the
In the
back of
world?
it, with the back of his other palm, getting a 13 to hit.
No.
And the 13 misses. You quickly evade away from it, as he's just got his hands out, both one kind of up towards Pax and the other out towards Orsic, which will take us to Orsic, as they're kind of like back to back with each other.
If I... Okay, well, let's try this first, because I'm probably going to miss anyway. We're going to
This
move
guy
there.
will get an attack of opportunity as you move out of his range.
That's fine.
As you quickly move away, he quickly just does a quick hand, throws his hand for a brief moment, getting a 15 to hit as it pops up against your
that
shield.
misses. Okay, cool. So then we are going to attack that guy standing right in front of me with my battle axe again. Nice, I got one more than I got last
A
time.
10 is going to be a miss.
Yep. Alright, well, that's it.
Alright, as you swing out with your shining axe glistening in the sun from above, and will take us to Pax.
Alright, I'm going for this guy.
Alright. He was the original guy. With a 6, as you go and just try and pummel him with your left hand again, he just kind of pushes to the side, going for a second strike as you just try and kick him. He just grabs your foot and pushes it aside.
That's it.
Did the wrong thing. Didn't mean to make them upside down. They're back to back. Yeah, as they're just kind of pushing, using each other almost as their own defenses. As they are dodging every attack so far, which will take us to Furiel. As you just got dropped by this Ankeg as it falls to the ground after hearing a couple of beats from Berezek.
Alright. I am going to move. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna move like 35 feet to there.
Alright.
Oh, that's not how you move there, Tommy. And then I can still dash with the bonus action, right?
No. Not unless
No.
you are a rogue.
Can I use my action to run further?
You can use your action to run further if you'd like.
Yeah, and I can still go 35 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do that again. Like there.
Alright, just creating some distance.
Yep.
He's going the distance.
Actually,
He's going the
dun,
speed.
dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna go 30 feet between those bushes right there.
Alright, as he
and
leaps behind some bushes.
hide.
You cannot take the hide action.
No, not
But
like
I got you. You're
yeah.
there's
like,
an object between you
hide.
and these fist-wielding monks.
And that'll be it for me.
Alright, that will take us to this guy. As he mutters out towards you all. You should have left the stones lie. As he will just lash out, just very calmly and focused, palm striking out towards Orsic's face, like right towards your jaw. Getting a 7 to hit, though. As you just quickly duck, and he kind of scratches his palm on your sharp mohawk. And then he will strike out towards, kind of with his foot, doing a quick kick out towards Pax. Getting a nat 20 to hit again. It's 2 nat 20s already. As Pax, you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And at this point, I will remind Pax that you have your deflect attack if you'd like.
But didn't I already use my bonus action?
That is a reaction.
Action.
So in reaction to getting hit, you can roll a d10
Oh.
and add
that's
five.
cool.
You'll see that deflect attack on your attack. Not the redirect. It'll just be the deflect attack.
Oh.
Hey, same number. As you turn his 13 into 3, as you quickly push away his foot and just kind of catch it right as it hits your chest, you just kind of hits your chest a little bit. So you only take 3 points of damage. And for example, if you were to reduce that to 0 damage, you could then spend a focus point to redirect that attack elsewhere.
Okay.
And you can do that anytime you take damage as long as you have your reaction. Or anytime you take bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing damage. But that will end his turn, taking us to Berzek.
Okay, Berzek will again strike his drum twice, and then with his hand he's striking with, he will point 2 fingers, and 2 little blue bolts of magical light will go towards this fight. And he just says, "You call this a fight?" One is going towards Orsic as Bardic Inspiration, and the other will be Vicious Mockery at this guy.
Okay. He got an 18
You passed.
as he would just simply mutter, "No, I wouldn't." As neither of them have been hurt. However, Orsic, you do have Bardic Inspiration, which means you can add a d6 to any d20 roll you make. And I believe Berzek has the extra Bardic Inspiration for Valor.
Yep, so basically as a reaction for defense, you can roll a d6, and then for offense, after you hit, you can roll a d6 to damage.
So say that one more time.
So if you were to
Yeah.
get hit,
So
you can use Bardic Inspiration
yeah,
as a reaction to try and
Okay,
not get
that-
hit.
to reduce
And-
the
and
attack's
that-
damage, right?
By whatever I
Or
roll.
It's to
no,
boost AC.
to boost your
Valor
AC.
point.
Yeah. So you'll see those 3 there: Combat Inspiration Offense and Combat Inspiration Defense. So anytime there is essentially a d20 rolled against you, or d20 rolled in that you roll, you can roll a d6 and add it.
Okay.
Is that right, or does the offense add to the damage? Okay, so I'm wrong.
Offense adds to the damage.
But you can also do it for
Right.
attack roll instead. So it's like you
the
can roll a d6 for so many things
Okay.
because of the way his inspiration is.
Yeah, the beauty is they could hit you, and then you could decide to roll to add to the armor class.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. So if you look at the math, you can go, oh, it's worth it, or maybe it's not.
Well, you won't know the
Yeah.
damage,
Right.
but you'll
But
know
you'll know
if-
whether or not they hit.
right. But anything else for
That'll be my
Berzek?
turn.
All right.
That's it.
That will take us to Torin Boulder Hill.
Okay. Torn will bark
Okay.
at Orsic. So he's casting Healing Word.
What kind of bark is it?
Yeah.
It's like a little doggy bark.
How does it sound?
I'm not doing it. No, it sounds like a big dog bark.
Fair enough. As you just hear,
And-
woof.
And you will get 6 points of healing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the bark sort of turns into a little growl. And then Torin holds out his hand, and an image of the moon appears floating above his palm. And a bolt of light streaks out at this guy. Casting Starry Wisp.
Starry Wisp. All right.
Getting a 16.
A 16 does indeed hit him. As he tries to deflect it as best he can, but it quickly grasps into his palm as it singes with this radiant light.
Doing 8 points of radiant damage.
As you just hear that. Ow, shh. You have magics. Anything else for Torin?
Then Torin gestures up to the sky and makes a hawk noise. Y'all all know what it is in your mind. I'm not doing it.
I can only
And then
do
the beast-
shitty seagulls.
Right?
Or like
And then
shitty
the
crows.
bestial spirit will swoop down and attack.
I don't even know what that was. You use your imagination. Yeah, 14 plus
Yeah, plus 5.
5, so a 19 will absolutely hit.
So its damage will be d8 plus 4 plus the spell's level. So a d8 plus 6
Nice.
for 8 points of that would be piercing.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
piercing.
As it
And
scratches across.
if you-
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, that's yeah. It scratches across, and doing the math, it can probably only ascend about 10 feet.
Absolutely, as leaving a huge gash. This guy has his hand in like burn, like with this intense sunburn, and this large gash in his shoulder right next to his neck and his clavicle.
And Torn will stay put.
Alright, that'll take us to the Ankeg, who is Sleepy Boy. It's drooling with its acidic drool on the ground there. Which will take us to this guy who's burning birds. You're with them. And immediately this composure is gone. There is a ferociousness as he leaps out at Torin. And his hands almost kind of, as he leaps out, he quickly picks up sand and almost using that grit, lunges out towards Torin.
Pocket sand.
Getting a 9 to hit with his first attack.
Torin just holds up his shield.
As he's just kind of like using that sand almost as like a curtain around him. And then he's going to try to quickly kick into your knee, getting a 16 to hit.
That hits.
As you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Second, I'll give you that con save. Okay. And getting an 18.
You are good. Which will take us to Orsic.
Well, now that I have Bardic Inspiration, we're going to third time's charm. Hopefully I can hit him again. Or hit him for the first time. With my battle axe. Okay, well, we're not going to use it.
An 18 does indeed hit. And the thing with the Bardic Inspiration, you get to know the result. So, like, you get to know if you hit or miss before you use it. So an 18 is a hit.
So now here's the question that I was going to ask.
Uh-huh.
Thunderous Smite causes them to be pushed backwards 10 feet.
Sure.
Or 20 feet. Would that affect this dude at all?
Quite possibly.
That's what we're gonna do. We are going to thunderous. Well, yeah. So we're gonna thunderous smite that dude.
As what
So-
does this thunderous smite look like and feel like and sound like?
Well, so it's kind of like a combo, basically. Like he swings through with his axe, and as he follows through with his axe, you'll just see his shield just flash as he impacts his shield into the chest of this thing.
All right.
And that would be
You hear a loud boom echo out.
So that would be that plus that.
And he gets to make a save against a strength 12.
It is a 12, yeah.
And if I will say, if you want, you can roll that Bardic Inspiration to increase that damage by a d6. Because of that.
I'm gonna hold on to that d6.
Fair enough.
I think.
You only have it for an hour, so just keep
Yeah.
in mind. Seeing way too many Bardic Inspirations not get used in my time. But hey, it used to only be 10 minutes, so there's that. But as he will make a strength saving throw, getting a nat 20. As
That's
he will
3 nat
still
20s
he will
combat
still
round.
take 13 points of damage as he tries to hold up both of his arms into a defensive position and just kind of his feet almost unnaturally embed into the ground as he resists being pushed back with this loud boom. Anything else for Orsic?
Nope, that'll be it. Actually, I apologize. Can I just move right, not on top of him? I want to move right next to him. But I
Yes,
don't
you
think I
can.
Okay, there
As
we
you
go.
quickly go off to the side, he follows your movements, which will take us to Pax.
Kicking him in the ankle.
All right, which one?
Right in the ankle.
The left ankle.
The left ankle is going to be a miss as he quickly lifts his foot up as you
Perfect.
stomp into the ground.
Right ankle.
A 15 as you go to hit him to his right ankle. He parries with his own foot, hitting your ankle. So you're ankle to ankle. And
I want my ankle to be a necrotic strike.
he is essentially parrying your strike, increasing his AC for a short period. So it is a miss
Okay.
as he
Done.
parries and deflects essentially your attack. Which will take us to Furiel, up in the bushes.
Woohoo, bushes! I'm gonna take out my short bow
Okay.
and I'll go for that guy.
Which guy's that guy, left or right?
The
Right guy.
the guy that's that guy, yeah, right guy.
Fair enough. As he is lunging almost wildly with anger towards Torin.
Yes.
It is going to be a miss as he...
Your remove curse did not work there.
Yeah, he catches the arrow and crushes it in his hand. With his quick stone reflexes.
Why did I take off the shoe?
All right. Boop, 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 boop. 25. Can I move there?
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end the turn.
Alright, that will take us to this guy. Hearing that thunderous boom, he looks to the other guy. Let him know there's more. You're working with the knights. And I'll hold him off here. As he will quickly just kind of take two palms and just lunge out towards both Pax and Orsic. Pax getting an 11 to hit.
No.
And Orsic getting a 13 as he just kind of holds up and then just kind of goes into this hyper defensive, almost like looking at all angles and seeing where the arrow came from. And that will end his turn, taking us to Berzek.
Okay. Berzek will respond to the thunderous smite with the ha 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 baby, and he'll just move up and cast Vicious Mockery again at the same guy.
All right, this guy?
Yep.
Alrighty. Getting a 9 with his wisdom save.
That is a fail. Read it.
See a little nosebleed come from underneath his mask. He will have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, that will take us to Torin.
All right. Torin will swing out with his hand axe.
Alright.
Is a hand axe for a Goliath like a regular axe?
No, it's like a your size hand axe. It's like a little baby
It's
axe.
holding like a G.I. Joe axe?
Yeah.
And you can tell it's awkward because he only gets a 6.
Yep. As he tries and hits him with a little action figure axe. Is gonna miss. Anything else for Torin?
And this guy is a little crazy.
He's a little crazed right now, yeah.
Okay. Torin sighs. And as he sighs, he begins to glow with moonlight. And his form quickly shifts to the bear.
You've got a bear.
Oh, I've got a bear. I'm dumb. There we go.
You are the bear, silly.
I am
You're
the
not
bear.
dumb,
I was
you
trying
just
to
made a
open it
dumb
and I
decision.
dragged instead out of habit. And he'll roar in his face like, "You're vicious. I'll show you vicious." And as he roars, here comes Mr. Birdie.
Give him the
Caw-caw.
flip him the bird.
Flipping him the bird. He only gets a 10, so he
10
misses.
is gonna miss as he quickly starts rolling onto the ground.
And he it swoops back into the air.
Alright. That will take us to the sleepy Ankag. And this guy, crazed, looks around, gives a nod towards the other one, and starts running. He will disengage as his action. Getting right to the edge of the map. Which will take us to Orsic.
Does that disadvantage count if I draw attack of opportunity?
He has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay. I heard what he said,
Yep.
and I'm gonna chase this dude going down. Like, fuck no, you're not getting away. And I
Start
am
running after him. He will quickly reach out to grab you. Getting a 9 to hit.
He will not. And I am going to try and tackle this guy.
Alright, give me an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike.
A 16. As he goes around, like, kind of twists to try to push you off. Yeah, you grab him. You have initiated. Are you wanting to push him? Are you wanting to grapple him? Or
I want to grapple him. I want to hold him and,
okay.
like, hug on tight.
You have initiated a grapple. as you are
Is
grappling.
there... So I've never grappled before,
Uh-huh.
so this is going to be something new for me. The unarmed strike was my action.
Yes, that
Obviously.
was use your unarmed strike, and when you hit with an unarmed strike, you can do various things. You can either do damage, or you can do a grapple move, essentially.
Okay.
Initiating a grapple, which means they are grappled, and you are the grappler, so you control the grapple. Or you can push them, or you can shove them. Like, you can knock them prone, or you can try to... So what will happen is he does get a saving throw as he tries to evade.
Okay.
But he did get a 6, so you do grab him.
Okay.
And so yes, that is your action.
Got it. And then both of my hands are obviously tied up, so anything that required my hands to cast or whatever would be...
I mean, you could grab him with, like, your shield arm or something. You know, it's whatever. You still have bonus action or whatever. I don't care. There's nothing saying you can't cast while you are grappled or being grappled.
Yeah, no, and I'm just going to shout out, I got him, boys. He's not getting away from me. And that's going to be my turn.
Which will take us to Pax.
All right, Pax is chasing too.
Okay. And yeah, no attacks opportunity from that guy because he is out. Yeah, you
I'm gonna
run up.
I'm gonna try to hit this grappled guy.
All right. Go for it. A 22 absolutely hits as Orsic just has him grappled, kind of bear hugged with one arm. He is struggling and squirming, and you just kind of whack him.
All right, I'm gonna punch his eyeballs.
Yeah, you punch his eyeballs.
Groucho marks him.
As he takes 12, you doing the hand of harm too?
Yep. Right
Yeah.
in the eyeballs.
As you punch his eyeballs, you'd hear this, ah! As when you remove your hand from his face, you can tell that you have punched his eyeballs into his head as well as his nose and his brain.
Oh wow.
As he falls limply in Berzik's or Orsic's arm.
And I'm gonna
What a fucking punch there, guy.
Pat the dwarf and say, "You got him."
Gotcha, bitch.
Anything else for Pax?
I want to take the dash action as my bonus action.
Absolutely can. Going right back to that guy. All right.
Yeah.
That will take us to Furiel. All the way up there.
I'll take a shot at the guy that Pax just moved back to.
As you can see, you can't see, but his attention is towards Pax for sure in this moment, as Pax would see the wide eyes beneath the mask.
And we'll take a little short bow shot at him.
As this crazy-haired old dude just walked up and crushed somebody's
Yeah,
face.
a 20 will absolutely hit.
Alright.
The dwarf killed him.
Arrow strikes into the back. He'll take 7 points of damage. As he quickly swats away after he's already been hit, like, shit. As this guy is hurt. Bad.
And then as a bullet, let's see, hold on one second. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'll do Hail of Thorns.
That will hurt Pax.
Sucks. I'm still doing it.
Okay, fair enough. As the arrow explodes as he goes to swat away.
It's
Yeah.
a
Dex save.
Dex 12.
Pax, I'll need a dex save too as the arrow explodes. He got a 10.
Oof. Please do better, Pax.
Pax got an 8.
Shit. Oh.
As splinters of arrows shoot out, Pax, you take 3 points of damage as one of these splinters splits off and into this guy's neck. As Pax will deflect the damage. Actually, does it have to be? It might have to be from an attack roll. I don't know. What's our resident monk say?
I mean, you said piercing.
When an attack
Really good
roll
question.
hits you.
Ah,
So you'll still take the 3 damage, Pax. But so does this guy as it stabs into his neck. As he starts and grabs towards his neck, stumbles for a moment, and then plops into a billow of dirt on the ground.
All right, and then I will move. Oh, my 35 feet. Oop, right to there. And that's it for me.
All right, we'll take us to Berzek. As you hear the snoring of a loud Ankeg from nearby.
Berzek will approach the Ankeg, knowing his own magic and that it won't sleep forever, and he's going to try and put it to sleep forever by stabbing his short sword through the same wound that Uriel created.
Absolutely. Give me a short sword attack at advantage. Go ahead and roll it again, because you're at advantage. Well, good thing a 14 does indeed hit this Ankeg. So it will take 8 points of damage as you do slash into its face as its eyes awaken and as its pincers start to chitter. It will take 8 points of damage as it's now awake. Starts to wrestle awake. Anything else for
He'll
Bears?
quickly move away.
Okay. It will pincer out towards you as you
Okay,
try to move
that's fine.
away.
I think I already used 2. So
Just go ahead and roll me another d6 though while we're for funsies.
okay.
Because I wasn't sure, I just had to make sure it's an automatic crit. So we'll do 3 more points of damage. I was pretty sure, but I didn't want to say for sure until I looked it up. Yeah. It will try to lash out at you at disadvantage. It tries to bite you. Getting a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
As it scrapes up against your armor. That will take us to Torin, the bear. Seeing this thing stumble and snap out at Berzek as he rolls away.
Here comes Gallopy Bear.
Big old grin
He's
on his
gonna-
face.
Come over here and he will go to maul the Ankeg on the ground.
Yeah, at advantage.
Oh, the sheet. Do it on the right one this time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's gonna claw out at it. Oh, getting a 12.
12 was unfortunately going to miss as you claw down, you scrape up against its armored scales.
Bite down on it.
Alright, also at advantage.
Getting a 24.
24,
Well, that
absolutely,
didn't match well.
as you bite down onto it. I'll
Doing
take the
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage as it's slumbering awake. Dust starts to kind of spread around. Rocks start to skitter. Anything else for Torn?
Yep. Purr.
I would try to do a higher pitched noise, but the mic wouldn't pick it up, I'm sure.
Getting a 15.
It has advantage too.
Oh, thank you. Getting a 15.
A 15 does hit though. Ooh.
10, 11, 12 points of damage.
As this thing, it just starts snapping wildly as this hawk spirit just starts scraping and clawing out this creature's eyes. As it, in a moment, it falls limp. As this thing just starts pecking out the insides of its head. As it lies there, dead.
Nice.
When it's done, the hawk spirit lands on the bear's head and starts zhuzhing it around like it's nesting.
But as the literal dust settles, bodies of these two masked individuals and an Ankeg lie around, as well as this 4 untouched burials. That's combat's over.
Well, the guy that I grappled, I want to kind of like, I want to look through his belongings. I want to grab the mask and kind of look at it. I just want to. Does this mask look like anything I've seen before? What's it made out of?
His mask is tin. It's shoddily made, but it does slightly resemble that of some sort of like monster. It has like a mouth plate where, teeth are showing, and it has eye holes. So it doesn't look, it looks crudely made, but with some skill. I would say it resembles something of like a gargoyle is the best, or a demon or something.
Okay. Anything else of interest on the body?
No, honestly, tattered clothes.
Okay. And at that point, I'll walk back up here and.
This guy would have shoes. I'll say that.
He would have shoes.
He has shoes.
Well, I'm gonna take his shoes off and see if there's anything inside his shoes.
Yeah,
Check his socks.
They're just moccasins. They don't have socks.
Okay.
They're just like shitty, plain like Yeezys or whatever.
Plain Yeezys, got it. So they're like 400 gold a piece.
Yeah, but they're made in a sweatshop, so anyone can make them.
Okay. Okay.
It's just like a few pieces of paper stuck together.
Well, that was quite a fight there, boys.
But maybe we should have kept one of them alive.
You just see Lucky go up to this grave and just start uncovering it, kind of frantically. Not like Pax crazy, but mildly crazily. Start just uncovering it.
Absolutely. As you start digging through the grave, it doesn't take long until you reach something. It's definitely occupied, only about a foot down.
Barazak will work his way towards Lucky. He'll pat Torin, just a pat on his shoulder as he walks by. What are you doing, Lucky?
Totally disregards it and just keeps digging.
Torin, you see Barazak, his right hand that he tends to keep the rhythm with and tap. He's got a bit of a shake to his hand right now. As he stumbles past you, but yeah, he'll keep working his way towards towards Lucky, but
Fair
letting
enough.
him continue.
And it will take a few minutes for Lucky to uncover this, but it's not much skill needed to do so. What are the rest of you guys doing while he's doing that?
To tell everybody how good of a job Orsic did stomping that guy's head in.
And I'm gonna turn to Pax. What do you mean there, brother? Take your credit where it's due. You punched the dude's fucking face in.
No, I got over there, I blinked, and when I blinked, I opened my eyes and his head was smashed in. Good job, fella.
So you'll see Baron. So you'll see Orsic kind of tilt his head to the side a little bit and give Pax a bit of a squint and be like, I guess I did hit that dude pretty fucking hard. Thanks for the help over there.
You hear a big bear sigh.
As Lucky quickly uncovers the body of what looks to be a human, dressed in some sort of like soldier's surcoat, a black surcoat, with a red symbol on it, covered in blood. It's a woman.
Lucky. Sorry, go ahead.
I see that, and I run to this one and start uncovering it. As I pass Stone, yeah. I say, see what's in there. Go, and I go to the next one and start digging.
Lucky, slow down. What are you doing? Lucky, stop, and he'll come and try and just get him to slow down.
I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, not like grab him
So
or anything, but
I'll turn
walk over to him.
towards Berzek and ask him, have your dreams come true? And
No,
wait for a response. Mine have.
No.
I'm
What do you
freaking out,
mean?
man.
Freaking
you
out,
mean?
man.
Talk to
Freaking
us.
out, man. And I turn around and I start digging.
Is digging up these graves part of your dream?
No, but they were in them. I need to see what's in them.
Well, take a fucking breath there, man. We'll dig up the graves if that's what you need to do, but we'll help you out. You don't gotta do it by yourself.
I continue to dig.
Orsic will start to dig this grave here with him.
Oh boy.
We'll say Berzek, just glancing over at the first body uncovered, you recognize the symbol on the surcoat. It's a black surcoat, the red axe for the symbol. It's the symbol of Mirabar's army.
So he'll notice that. He'll take his hand off of Lucky and just wait a minute. Orsic, get over here. We'll go.
And Orsic will kind of stand up and brush off his hands. And what did you see over there, brother?
Get over here now.
And as I walk up towards him, I'll notice the symbol as well. Boy, the fuck is that?
You know exactly what that is.
I do. What the fuck's it doing here?
Lucky, you're gonna have to tell us about these dreams. And as he says that, Berzek's going to bend down and try and investigate the body to see what else he can discover.
Give me a medicine check. Or an investigation, your call, depending on what your kind of things you're looking for.
Yeah, I am looking to see how they died since they're wearing the mark of my kinsman.
Well, she's definitely dead. Not quite to the bloated stage. So a recent death for sure. But how? It's anybody's guess. Bones are broken. There are some like drag marks or cut marks. You're not sure which is the cause of death or what was post-mortem.
So can I?
Was shoved in here and
I'm
covered
sorry
with stones. You're good.
if this is too much, but can I help him and use my bardic inspiration to help him?
You can make your own and use your bardic inspiration on the roll.
Fine, we'll do that then. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll do that.
It will be harder because he's already done it, but I mean, or if you want to look for something else.
Well, I don't really know what he looked for necessarily, but
He was looking
just
over
looked
for the like cause of death and like what how did they die and what. You can tell it's a human woman, but other than that, age unknown, time of death.
I'm actually gonna hold off. But because of seeing this symbol, I am now fully engaged in digging up all of these folks, and I'm gonna call out and be like, we need to get the rest of these fucking graves dug up. There's something important going on here. Let's get them dug up quick. We need to see what's going on here. And then I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna continue digging this one up.
Yeah.
And I want to try and pull this body out here.
Yeah, reluctantly dig up the grave I'm next to.
We'll say spending some time. What is Pax doing during all this while they're digging up graves? Pax?
Pax is not digging up any graves.
What's he doing?
Just sitting and watching.
As you're sitting and watching, you can't help but eye nearby crabapple tree. Full of slightly
Delicious
unripe,
crab.
but a few of them do look perfectly ripe crab apples. Very, 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 very early in the season. Curious sight indeed.
As soon as I get this body out of the ground, I want to compare the wounds between the two, and I want to look at this body, see if the wounds are the same, and see if I recognize the wounds.
Yeah, so we'll it won't take long. But there's 4 occupants, all different in these graves. One of them appears to be a male dwarf dressed in artisan robes, now tattered and torn. Another looks to be some sort of a male human warrior, dressed in a black cloak with strange broken stone armor. And the fourth one seems to be more I don't want to say hoity, but was once a white robe with large black raven feathers as like kind of like pauldrons over the white robe.
I want to see again, like what killed them, how long they've been dead. Do I recognize any of them? I mean, they come from where we were at one point.
So what would you like to know first?
I want to know. What do I want to know first? I want to know what I want to know about their wounds. Yeah, that's fine. I want to know about their wounds.
Give me a medicine check.
We'll use my bardic inspiration.
Okay. Roll a d6. Add it to it.
R slash, right?
/R space d6.
Slash R.
All right, with a 15. Yeah. So you only notice two distinct types of pre-death wounds. Pre-mortem wounds? Either crushing blows or arrows. Plenty of arrow marks in all except for the person in black. Actually, they would all have arrows in them, and all of them have broken bones except for the warrior in the strange broken stony armor. Theirs is not. They don't have any crushing blows on them, aside from their armor being kind of broken. But it seems like it was broken when they were buried with it, and it probably happened in the last like 4 or 5 days.
Do they look like crushing blows, like pinchers, or like a club?
Blunt force trauma. So
Okay.
club,
Oh shit!
pummeling, hammers.
Okay.
That and arrows.
A swinging weapon, and not like
Not this monster, but I mean these guys were handy with the fists as well, so they could easily break bones with their fists.
Yeah,
you
I
know
figured
packs
that
can do such things as well.
Well, boys, they've only been dead for a couple of days. I see no swords, no blades. There's arrows and blunt weapons.
When you
That's
can
about
even,
all I can.
I would say you can even see like a couple of discarded javelins nearby, half buried with them, tattered gray cloak, and a few more broken arrows that were kind of buried with them to kind of like cover up evidence.
What
Feels
does
like a way to
Lucky
keep 'em-
do when all the graves are dug up?
Lucky hasn't gone over here and just sits down and pulls out, I don't know, a notebook, I guess. Just starts writing.
So Berzak, watching him do this, and after listening to Orsik's diagnosis, he'll walk over and sit next to Lucky. He won't say anything. Not at least not right away.
I also want to take a look and see if, I mean, maybe it's a check, but do I know any of these folks? Have I seen them before?
You can give me a history check.
History.
You know, if that guy wasn't a human, he would look a lot like your Uncle Lenny. And you know what? Maybe a couple of them look kind of like your Uncle Lenny, but they're humans. The dwarf, yeah, no idea.
Okay.
The white robe with feathers, like that's weird. You don't know anything about that. The stony armor, it looks and seems cool, but also, you know armor. Stone doesn't make the best armor, it breaks. You need metal. So
Aye.
you don't know anything about these guys, other than
Can't
the
make
mirror
it
bar
make
thing
sense.
for the human woman.
I'll kind of turn to, the rest of the people. I mean, Bearsick sitting down there with them, but to Pax and Torin, be like, they better assign a mirror bar. It's kind of concerning that I see these bodies out here so hastily dug. Something fucked them up real good. Kind of odd to see no blades. None of these folks died from blades. Arrows, javelins, and some sort of clubs or hammers. It makes me kind of wonder what's going on around here. I don't have many answers for you, but it's weird nonetheless.
So as soon as he said weird, I just look over at Pax, and ask him, and I say this in Fey. How are the apples? And see if I get a response from him.
Pax is gonna say that they're a little out of season, but there's a couple ripe ones.
And I just look at him, just give a thumbs up.
As you look up, you see those circling vultures. One of them flies northward, away from the group of 6 or 7.
Towards the tower.
Towards the tower.
I also
think the
want to
one-
taste. Or go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the one with the feathered pauldrons is from the tower.
I might be true. Where do you think the one that was running to the south was gonna go? He mentioned something about Winter with the Knights.
Yeah, what was he saying?
He was saying you were with the knights.
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He said we were with the Knights, but I'm not sure what Knights we're talking about.
Well, the knights that
And
drove
where
them
the
away.
fuck was he going? Hey, what did you say there, Torn?
Well, the knights that drove them away. And he'll point with his big claw to the tower.
Well then, do we make our way towards the Knights, or do we make our way towards the south? See where he was going?
Well, the knights might have more answers.
I've got a lot of questions right now and not too many answers. Might be worthwhile to see what they got to offer.
Lucky might have answers. What happens next in your dreams, if they do seem to come true?
You'll just see Lucky get up and walk and sit down next to Pax and eat an unripe apple.
Ooh.
They're sour as shit. If you get an unripe, there are a couple that actually surprisingly do look ripe, but yeah, the unripe ones they're hard to eat. I don't know if anyone's ever had crab apples before.
Yeah, they suck.
Yep.
Yep.
They suck when they're ripe.
Well-
They suck even more when they're not.
Well, I'll be like, well, either way, before we decide what we're gonna do, I could use a bit of a bite to eat. Now's as good a time as any. And I'm kind of make my way a little bit that way and kind of plop my dwarven ass down with my back against the wall over here and dig through my pack and grab out some jerky. I say we take a little bit of a break, and then I tend to agree with Torin here. We make our way towards the tower and see what they got to say.
Torin will sit down next to Pax and Lucky, and he winces every time they take a bite of one of those unripened crab apples. And he looks at them and he goes, I can't stand it anymore. And the next two ones they grab will ripen.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Berzak, in frustration, just kind of looks up at the sky, gives a big sigh, lets a big sigh out, and then he will go, while the others rest, work on reburying bodies that have been uncovered.
I'll kind of call out, Berzak, come on over here and have a bite to eat. I'll help bury the dead with you once we get some strength back. They deserve to be buried, but we've had a rough day so far.
Tell that to them, and he points up at the vultures circling overhead.
They're not going to come down while we're here.
I think actually the knights might come find us, maybe.
Aye, and why do you say that?
Well, one of the birds went to tell them. The vultures.
Versus, we are new around here, and he's just gonna slowly walk back over to the group and sit down and be in his thoughts.
Well, as you take a short respite, the buzzards circling overhead, occasionally one or two of them will get brave and lie down to the corpses, seeing an opportunity if you don't move for very long. But if you get up, they're easy to shoo away from the bodies. But they will happily go for a meal if you let them.
I got a pile of rocks next to me while
Yeah.
I'm eating, and I'm whipping rocks at these buzzards while I finish my jerky.
Yeah. As you sit down, have a bite to eat, throw rocks at birds, and tend to your wounds as best you can. That's where we're going to take our little 5-10 minute break as you guys get a short rest on. So stay tuned, folks. Stick around. We'll be back here in a few. After these messages. There's no messages, but hey, pretend there are some. We'll see you in a few.
Messaging.
Transition game is strong with this one.
All
His
right.
transition game.
Yes. Well, we are back in it, folks, and speaking of being back in it, we are taking a short rest, and last we left brain cells. Last we left off, we were taking a little short rest after having defeated these strange masked individuals in this Ankeg and uncovered some bodies buried out here in the hills. Unsure about where to go next. You had your options in front of you. And that, where we're picking up, you guys are taking a little breather. Some of you guys eating some crab apples. What are you up to?
I mean, after I ate and got my rest, I'm gonna kind of like look at Berzek and stand back up and be like, well, it's time to give these bodies a proper burial. We're not gonna leave these bodies out here in the open, so. And kind of walk my way over and I want to, start digging graves that are very much more like not as random as these look. I'd like them to be kind of like
More organized and cairn-like.
yeah, exactly. And start to give them as proper of a burial as I can give them here in the wilderness with not much to do or not much to be able to do that with, but as much as I can.
Absolutely.
I'm helping.
Take about an hour or so to get these 4 properly buried in more neatly arranged graves, and yeah, you can, one of them's a dwarf in some sort of artisan clothing, and one is bearing the mark of Mirabar's army, the Red Axes. The other 2, strange. Can't put your finger on it. You've never seen people dressed like these corpses are. There's also two other bodies. I don't know if you're burying them as well, that you can add to it.
I mean, we dug them all up and we looked over them, correct?
Yeah, I mean the 2 people that you guys killed.
Oh, yeah, those 2. I'm gonna kind of. I don't see any. I don't know.
It's up to you.
I
I
don't
don't care.
I don't see any need to necessarily bury those. I kind of turned to Torin, and we can give these folks to the land.
The beasts will eat them before we do anything else. So
Yeah, not burying them. They don't deserve the burial.
Fair enough. Leaving the 2 masked individuals and the Ankhed corpse for consumption of the carrion birds above.
Is there any kind of trophy on the Ankhed?
I mean, it's pincers or like an armor plate, like the mandibles, or its claws. Give me a nature check.
Nature check. Rocking me with those nature checks.
You're not sure how well it would hold up. But the claws are kind of cool. The pincers are cool. And mandibles, definitely not the eyeballs. But the plating seems like it's too much trouble for its worth. It's like thick.
We're sick. Leave that beast alone. It's the bear's kill. He looks at Torin and he just nods his head.
I did not hear what you said at the beginning of that.
He says, we're sick, leave the beast be, that's not your kill. And he looks at Torin, just kind of nods his head.
Aye. You're right. It's yours to do with as you please. But those mandibles look like they might be kind of nice.
after a few seconds of awkward silence, Torin will say, "Be my guest."
And I'm gonna walk up and rip a mandible off.
Okay.
Kind of put it in my belt.
Hey, get a mandible.
Yep.
They're big.
And
It's
then,
about the size of a short sword or a long sword.
Well, my boys, you ready to move on? I think we head down towards the tower over there, but that's just me.
What are Pax and Lucky doing this entire hour/time?
Which way did the footprints go? Those go to the east, right?
They're scattered about. Some of them do go to like the east, some go. The only ones that you found do go to the east, but it seems like it was probably these two.
Pax is watching Lucky slowly devolve into probably a panic attack, and he's throwing rocks at corpses, not the birds.
I'll start investigating the footprints to the east.
They head off for a while. Are you wanting to leave the troop, or is the troop wanting to follow the tracks?
Kind of look back. I think we go this way. And I'll just stand there.
Well, at this point, you're 1 for 1 on your intuitions, so if that's where you're trying to go, I'll follow you there.
Torin will shrug and follow.
Berzak will be the last to follow and just kind of roll his guys. Yeah, this guy can see the future. Yes.
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's why I said if this is the way he wants to go, then it's as best of a guess as any.
I'll start following the tracks. Keeping an eye out to see wherever they go.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
19. Leading the way for a little bit through this almost canyon-like, but more hilly, occasional jutting mass of stone reaching up. Wind would kind of sweep across, and go ahead and roll me a d20 there.
Yes, sir.
13. I forgot to ask, but what does Torin's bird do when the casting's over? Because it only lasts for an hour, right?
Yeah, it's just gone. It just sort of fades.
Following along this trail, a good hour or so. It's just this 2 set of footprints that go through these hills. And how are you guys traveling?
I'll
Guess
be
I'm
pretty
up
much right
front.
behind him.
At a moderate
Yeah, you're
pace
the
on
one
foot.
I'll be following pretty close behind him.
Berzak is trailing behind. He's letting the group lead on.
Okay. Torin's somewhere in the middle, trying to keep an eye on everyone.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll be up close with him, just kind of not shoulder to shoulder. Obviously, we're traveling, but close enough. Like, I believe in him. We're following.
Before long, you start to hear some barking in the distance. Sounds like wild dogs or something. Not a too unfamiliar sound. And then you would spy what looks to be 5 individuals walking along the same path you are, but the opposite direction. Look to be dressed in traveler's clothes of blues, greens, browns, and maybe a little bit of purple here and there. More colorful than you would anticipate, but occasional like earth tone like kind of mixed in. Appears to be a pack of humans. A couple of them might have slight points to their ears. Maybe a half-elf or two. Definitely bundled up under cloaks from the wind. They don't slow their approach towards your direction.
How close are we?
You would spy them maybe about 150, 200 feet away. As they're kind of going along kind of like this hilly, dry, and there'd be wind sweeping dust all over the place in this area.
So I'd kind of say to Lucky, "Oi, slow up. What do you make of that?"
And I say we let them pass and let's hide.
Are we in a spot where they've probably seen us?
You would gather, if you've seen them, they can see you. And you were making no attempt to be stealthy beforehand.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't think that hiding's gonna fucking work right now.
well, some of their ears do look pointy, so maybe, you know, elf on elf, mano y mano kind of thing.
You trying to
Mono y
fucking fight 'em?
mono.
Say that again.
Said, are you trying to fucking fight him?
No, talk one on one.
Aye. Well, let's put our weapons away and see what they're all about. I was just curious if you seen it before. You seem like a somebody who sees things, apparently. So
Well, I mean, you drank frog guts and look into a elemental eye, and you tell me, you know, how you feel afterwards.
listen, there's a reason I didn't fucking do that, but you did, and apparently it's paying some dividends for you. So
Oh
I just
yeah,
wanted you'd see
paying
these folks.
fucking dividends. My fucking head hurts, and now people think I see the future, and I'll just keep walking. Very cautiously, though.
Yeah, absolutely. These
It was a
travelers...
joke.
Go ahead,
Zach
Parzak.
just called out. It was a joke.
Hello. Travelers.
Oi,
Hello.
Howdy.
What are you doing in these
Where
hills? Oh,
Well,
pretty good.
Hello.
A bit of a windy day. We can't complain. We're just going on a bit of a stroll. What brings you way out
Oh,
here?
having a good old hike with my buddies.
Our bread tastes good.
Oh, you have bread?
No, don't mind him. He's the crazy friend in my group.
Oh, okay. We all have one of those. Jerry over here is something of a bit of a loose cannon, as they say. As he gestures to one of the guys, is like, me? No, listen, you eat there one time after you have too many drinks, and then all of a sudden you're a loose cannon. Yeah, as I said, he a bit of a loose one. It was on the
Hey,
dare,
we all
so
good.
don't blame him.
we've all done some stupid shit on some fucking dares, but we just got it. I had a little bit of an incident with some folks that seemed to
Yeah,
be just
they gave us crab apples and they were all sour. You know where any crab apple trees are around here that aren't sour?
Well, it
Kind of
wouldn't be
nuts,
the
Berzak.
season for them. Although, northward, maybe deeper in the hills. But
Okay.
or perhaps it'd be more southward. We don't eat too many crab apples. They not the best for the stomach.
No, okay. Well,
Did you just say
somebody,
you know me?
yeah, I kind of just like, like, nah, let's not tell people. Like that kind
Whatever.
of like pat on the
Yeah,
shoulder.
yeah, yeah. You said Berzek, I thought, instead of
I know
Orsic.
I'm getting you too
You
confused
because you
already.
both
It's
end with
gonna
the
be a
Ek.
long campaign.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure what was going on. So, yeah,
Yeah.
You dwarf.
got it.
Well,
Hi.
no, I was just saying like Berzek, Orsic, like
Oh, yeah.
you dwarf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yes, we were on the trail of some beasts. Of course, we know there's these devious knights who like to hunt. And perhaps they stole the kills.
Wait, now y'all
What kind
got
of-
some knights that y'all hunt?
No, we do not hunt the. No, we do not hunt the knights. Although they do ride on juicy birds.
Juicy birds. Like
yes.
plump chickens?
Much like, yes. They do not eat the best, but if cooked just right, the meat tastes so sweet. The giant vultures roaming around the canyons. Tasty.
It's not. I have questions.
Oh, yes, answers, of course. We'd more than happy to help fellow travelers. After all, that's what we are doing anyways.
Which if we keep following this trail that y'all came down, because my buddy Pax over here and also Orsic, this cool guy with the mohawk, we're on a
Oi.
bet that we're on a bet that says the best crab apple trees are this way. Now,
A bunch of landslides back from the way we came. Pretty treacherous terrain. My name is Havoc, by the way. Sorry, I did not mean to introduce myself before, but introductions usually come off as half-assed, let's be honest.
well, Havoc, I'm lucky.
Oh, lucky. Do much gambling.
A little
Yeah, he
bit.
does.
Ah, my man over there, Stonebeat. Yes, he knows. He takes all my money all the time. It's annoying as fuck.
So, unlucky?
Only when I'm around him at a bar, he always has the upper edge. Anybody else? I'm always lucky.
Elves are not known for holding drink like dwarf are.
I don't know, maybe that's my problem.
I don't fucking gamble. I like my drink and I like my food.
Yeah, stick with me, man.
When you're out there
You'll gamble
looking
one
for
day.
crabapple. This is it's a very strange hunt, but I think we might have seen some closer to the river. There's
Is it on a hill?
no, it's down a little bit south of here and further, much further east. But the way we
Don't
came
take
was
good.
northeast, and like I said, a lot of rock slides and small quakes we kept felting. Those Ankegs, we encountered one of them the other day too. Horrible beasts.
Not so bad when they're asleep.
when they are asleep. I never
The
seen a
story-
sleeping
story
oak egg.
Story for another time.
And this would be one we
It-
wouldn't be remiss to hear.
Well, are you up for a bit of a gambling and some storytelling?
We're always up for gambling and storytelling. We're just wandering around anyways. What sorts of gambling? What sorts of stories?
Well, I've got some good stories, but I don't do much gambling. But I got a couple companions over here who tend to roll the dice a little bit. So if you'd be open to telling some stories of places you've been recently, we might return the favor, and maybe we could. I do enjoy the entertainment, if you will, from watching some folks roll some dice, even though I don't partake in it much myself.
I wouldn't call ourselves entertainers. If you're looking for stories, well, we have
No,
traveled a good bit of these places all over. Yeah, I
no,
wouldn't be mind sharing.
the entertainment comes from me watching the folks gamble.
Oh,
We
you
can
like
watch.
to watch? Okay, that's okay too.
Aye. So what say ya? What are we gambling on, and what are we telling stories with?
Gambling over this wind, the wind will knock over any dice. I've seen it. Also, the stone's a bit unsettled. Would not trust that. No.
Well, why don't we sit down and have a drink? And where are you folks coming from?
Well, around the hills. Do you have drink?
Ew. I don't know if I have drink. I don't think I have any drink, but
So as Orsic is talking to them, I'm paying attention to their body language to see if it's anything like what we just encountered.
Give me an insight check. They would seem curious, like all of them. They don't seem like maybe entirely forthcoming about everything, but they're curious and they're up for a conversation. You don't see like any like tense muscle movements or anything.
They're nothing like ready to go, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're more at ease.
Okay.
Well, we were going to meet up with some companions later. We could sit for a little bit if you have some snacks or something.
what time of the day is it?
It's like 1 in the afternoon,
The afternoon. Okay.
maybe.
And I'll turn to Bearzik and Lucky and you guys trying to make some coin here, or we moving on? Seems like we might have a couple good stories, but
Bearzak's
I
already
know we've
got
got some
a set
ground.
of Bearzak's got a set of dice in a cup, and he's kind of like clanging them around in the background. And he just says he's always ready. I'm always ready.
I mean, this is kind of a weird place to gamble. We could find perhaps some shelter from the winds. Of course, you go that way, you get closer to the canyon, and the winds just get crazy.
What do you see over in the canyons over there?
I've
We
heard
haven't been
tales
that-
of glistening treasures. That's where the knights do all their hunting. I think they're keeping all the treasure from everyone else. Hoping to find something in there. They go in and out of the canyons at all times. Flying on their big buzzards. So tasty.
And the buzzards are why you're hunting out this way? Why would you be hunting so close to those folks that tend to have so much of an advantage over you?
Advantage over... No. What do you mean?
I mean, if they're hunting over there, the big buzzards are hunting over there, it seems like there might be a better place to hunt.
This is where the big birds like to hang out. Heard tale of griffins and hippogriffs too. I think I would like to taste a hippogriff.
Oh, so you're big game hunters then?
In the fashion, I suppose. I think we like to think of ourselves as travelers. Not hunters. Would you say we're hunters? Kind of looks to the other guys like... I would just say that we're, people of land. Yeah, the people of the land, travelers, going from here to there. And back again, of course. Although things are
aye, but-
strange days these days, huh?
And what's so strange about them to you? What have you seen?
Well, like I
We've seen
said,
some strange
the quakes and the landslides. Yeah, strange weather patterns. Lot of strangeness. What's in it for us for telling you about the strange things that we've seen?
I don't know. And I'll turn to Berzik and be, why don't you roll for it?
What's the game?
Well,
What's the game?
This
The name of
this
the
is what I
game,
asked.
fellas. The name of the game, fellas, is if you roll a 1 through 10, you tell us what you know. And if you roll an 11 through a 20, we tell you what we know.
How do you get 11 through 20? You have strange dice.
I'm sorry, 1 through 9, 10 through 20?
What is these numbers? The dice. Do you have different dice?
Only 6.
six-sided.
I like rolling with
Yes.
20-sided die.
That is a strange custom. We will play with your dice if you have a 20-sided. That sounds preposterous, though. I don't think I've seen a dice with more than 7 sides.
Oh, man, you got to get out in the world more often there, Havoc.
I've been places. We've been places.
I don't know. Only 7 die. I mean, you only been 7 places. That ain't a lot.
I have seen many dice. I mean, but they're all, you know, just dice.
Yeah, you ready to play?
What's his game?
Game is we give you information that you want. If you roll a certain number through a number and vice versa. You talk about quakes and all sorts of weird stuff. Well, maybe we've seen some weird stuff too.
Or if you're up for a wrestling match, I can do that.
No, we are not wrestlers, no.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any permanent harm if one of you wants to try a test of strength.
No, we know better. Also, you've got that big guy over there. And dwarf, we've heard tales.
Aye. Well, you're smart folks then, apparently.
We are.
Or if you
Well,
have
here's
if you have an archer, we'll forego dice and we'll do best shot for information.
No, we do not have any bows amongst us, no.
Dice it is.
You provide the dice, say, I don't know, 3 dice each, and whoever rolls higher has to tell a tale of truth.
Now that sounds like a game.
Aye, that does sound like a game there, boys. 3 dice. highest roll wins the game. Lower roll tells the truth.
This is the simplest game I've ever played.
Well, would you propose something else? We'd like to know some stuff from where you're coming from. You'd probably like to know some stuff from where we're coming from. And as I say that, I'm going to pull the fucking mandible out of my belt and kind of hold it up.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I mean, we've probably seen what you've seen. Tell you what, if we beat
Have you?
you owe us a favor. And if you beat us, we'll tell a story.
Well, now, what kind of favor?
Aye. That
Undisclosed
was
at
my
the time.
question.
Say that again.
Undisclosed? It's a favor. What do you want? Murder someone? No, nothing like that. A favor.
It's a good favor.
I'll kind of look at Orsic and be like, I'll owe him a favor.
Aye. You're the fucking gambler, man.
Yeah.
Your name is fucking Lucky. Let's see what you got.
Okay. I'll kind of go over to Mr. Stone and be like, I seem to have lost my dice. Can I borrow yours?
Right here for you, buddy. Hands him over. But he reluctantly gives up the cup like he wants to play himself, but he will let Lucky take it.
A favor for information. The name of the game. Okay.
Of course. You win. Favor. Or you win. We answer questions. You win. Favor. Wait. Boy, I'm bad at saying that. If we win, you owe us favor. If you win, we inform you of whatever you are asking about for whatever reasons. Yes.
Sure.
The first one's fine.
No, if we win, you owe us favor. And he'll hold his hand out.
And I'll shake it.
Would like Lucky
Alright,
to give
so
me a
what's the
wisdom
rules?
save as you shake his hand. See his eyes just kind of glisten as he looks at you. It's a game.
Well, now let's get to rolling.
Your dice, you go first.
All right. We're rolling high. So we'll take the higher end of the D20. Y'all take the lower end,
You
huh?
do 3d6. They're,
Oh, 3d6,
they're
okay.
d6s.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. My bad. So do you want me to roll 3d6 off the bat?
Yeah, roll 3d6. It's just gonna be whoever rolls higher wins.
Four. Won't be that. Oh shit. I have 100 up here. Hold on, give me a sec. Why won't it let me put 3? 3d6. Boop.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one. as they clatter onto the dirt. And gather into the cup, and you hand the cup over.
Mm-hmm.
As he will also roll, slamming the cup down onto the ground. And, you would hear his dice clanging incessantly. As he got a 14.
Did he cast?
You didn't see him cast any spells.
We didn't see the 13 hit though.
You saw Lucky's 13, and then he picked up the dice, and then he rolled, and you would hear his dice hitting as he shakes it vigorously, and he got a 14.
And I noticed nothing except for him vigorously shaking.
Yeah.
So, how normal would it be for people to refer to carrion birds as tasty?
Give me a insight check.
A 9.
It's not the most unusual
are
thing.
carrion birds tasty?
Carrion birds aren't known to be tasty, but you've probably never eaten a carrion bird. So maybe they are. You just never gave them their fair shake. Well, it was a close one.
Aye.
Sounds like a favor.
Oh, but it's best 2 out of 3 now, ain't it?
Oh, no. You cannot change rules.
Oh, I'm not changing any rules. It's the way of the
Rules-
gambler. It's always
rules
best 2 out of 3.
Rules weren't stated.
You said the highest roll.
Well, of course, you always do the highest roll, but you also do best 2 out of 3.
If we roll again, then we want double favors.
Kind of look over to Derzek and see his facial expressions to see if it's approving or disapproving.
He gives you a sly little smile and just nods his head.
I accept your terms.
Hey, hold up 1 second though. It's double both ways. That's the way it works.
You want 2 pieces of information? This is fine. We were going to answer questions anyways.
And I will always owe a favor.
Then why even roll?
Oh. Now that it's double or nothing for best 2 out of 3, the stakes are a little bit higher.
If you like owing favors, by all means. We'll go again.
Let's go again. This time, you roll first.
Of course, winner of the last goes first. I believe that's how it goes, right?
Always.
As he'll pick up the dice and roll them in the cup, he'll kind of give it a good sniff, brother. As the other guy puts his nose in it. Smells like a winner.
Sniff my dice.
Yes, for good luck.
Just roll them.
as he will slam him down.
Damn.
Lifting up the cup.
That's a mighty fine roll.
It's a 15.
Let's see if I can do any better.
Double sixes. I don't think you can beat that. But if you are so lucky, we will find out. He smiles a little too wide for a moment as he's enjoying this more than you would anticipate.
How many of these folks are there?
There's 5 of them.
5.
5? Okay.
So I'll pick the dice up in the cup. I'll kind of just hold it up, look at Berzak. Be like, any good wishes, man? And just I'll roll. Wow.
Berzak's head just falls. His chin falls flat to his chest.
2 favors. This is a rare
look at it.
treat.
I'll look at Havoc and say, yeah?
Let me guess, best
Well-
3 out of 5 or something? Is that what they say?
No, sir. Best 2 out of 3 is all you ever do. And I told you, I'm a man of my word.
That's good to hear.
I owe you 2 favors, Havoc. And only I owe you 2 favors.
The first of the 2 could save us the trip. There is I did speak before of Hippogriff and Griffin. There is a particular spotted Hippogriff that I have seen. One of those knights rode it. I would like it for myself.
Okay.
Fetch it for me.
And number 2?
This is a tough one. I will call upon that favor at a later day and time.
Oh, that's not how this works.
I'll put my hand out towards Orsic. Now.
It is
Fair
just a
and square.
favor.
He won fair and square. This is
No,
how
the
this.
payment. The
No.
payment is set right now.
No, nobody ever said right now.
This is also
2
true.
favors. 2 favors were
I would-
promised.
I would expect his information to be given to me if we had won, and I expect the information for what his favors are to be given to me right now.
I look up at Berzak and I'm like, can you explain to him how gambling works? And go back to Havoc.
No, I'm not talking about backing up on the fucking.
If it will put your dwarf
man.
friends at ease, we'll answer some questions for you. And the favor will still come at a later day and time. This is no harm. We do not wish any ill upon you, of course. I merely wish for you to steal a bird.
Aye? And
It's one
I
mighty
merely
bird
wish-
you want me to steal.
Thus, the
I
spotted
merely
hippogriff.
wish to make sure that in our quest to steal that bird, might we come across something that would help us in fulfilling the second quest? We might come across in that. So we should know both of the quests that we're looking for so that we can make sure that it's as easy as possible for us to fulfill them. You would want us to fulfill the quests that you've both given to us, right?
Of course, but I'm not going
Hey.
to know of what to ask a favor for. Perhaps I won't ask anything that would be outside of your capabilities. After all, you seem like capable people traveling along these hills by yourselves. Far away from your small towns. I think it is Yellow Lark nearby. Orange. It's some sort of
It
color.
might be something like that. Yes, you tell us what the second favor is. That's all I ask. Shouldn't be too hard. You clearly had something in mind.
Orsic,
No,
my man.
actually, I had nothing in mind. I just like people owe me favors. That's honestly
Yeah.
always a great thing.
Yeah. Orsic, it's okay, man. I lost fair and square. He asked us the first favor, and now I owe him.
I wasn't
Another
expecting to. Honestly, this is a surprise. As I said, I do feel a little bad for winning twice so
No.
easily, so I will happily answer and tell Tails to answer any of your requests. As
Well, now I do have a question.
of course.
What's the best way to get to these hippogriffs and griffins past these knots that you have talked about?
I do not know that they have any griffins, but perhaps they do.
I'm sorry, I must have heard wrong.
No, that is okay. There are griffins that go around the canyon. I would say there are 3 entrances. I do not know, but I am pretty sure I have seen some pathway leading up through the canyon to the tower, to the spire. Of course, there is always the front door, which has some sort of drawbridge on it. And then the third option, if you could fly, or had the flying beast of your own, but then we would not be in this predicament. So those are the 3 ways I know how to access the Feathergale Spire. I do know this. They do not have friends in the canyon. There are the Aarakocra. There are enemies. Perhaps they would know more.
Where would we find them?
They are within the Sighing Valley. Probably roosting somewhere. We have not no location of their exact whereabouts. But we have seen their kind. They keep to themselves.
And the Aarakocra are the enemies to these folks.
No, we know that they do not have. They have a distaste. The bird people. Bet they would
And they're
taste
hunted by the
pretty
Feathergale
good
Spire?
too. I do not think they are hunted. I think they just don't like each other.
Hey.
Which
So
way is
then
the Sign Valley?
To the northwest of here. That is the direction we were headed ourselves.
So then the question is, should we fulfill this quest? Where should we find you?
We'll be around the Sighing Valley, perhaps on the south side. We do not want to linger too close to the spire.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the Spire and the folks that are the folks that reside there?
As far as I know, they are, quote-unquote knights, some sort of society that likes to go hunting. I've heard they'd taken down a wyvern at one point.
And how many of them are there?
This I couldn't say. I've only ever seen 2 or 3 at a time. They fly around on their condors or the hippogriff. Only seen the hippogriff out once. But I know they have it. Spotted. It's a beauty.
So you want us to bring you this hippogriff's head?
No. I would like the hippogriff. Why would not
You
want
want
to
us to
kill
bring
the
you
beast?
alive?
I'm sure it's tasty, but I would not. I'd want to. If it's tame, why not have it for myself? I know on the bottom of the
Maybe
tower is where there's the. They keep them.
them. How many of them are you talking about?
Oh, the condors and stuff. They're mounts. Do you... Unless you have friends in the Feathergale Society, I would not want to put you against your allies. Of course, if you do it and aren't seen.
I don't even know the fuck who the Feathergale Society is.
Alright. Well, you know who we are. And we can be
Alright.
friends. I would like that.
I mean, you done us no wrong. Although you might have put us in a bit of a tight situation here.
This is why I was saying, if you wanted to ask questions about where we've been and what we may have seen, we'd be more than happy to answer any questions.
Can
the
you give
second
us any
favor.
more information that might help us out? It is
About the Feathergale
We-
Knights.
about anything that might help us out on our journey to fulfill this quest. We owe you the favor. Obviously, we lost the bet, but seems like a bit of a tall task to steal a spotted hippogriff from a bunch of knights in a tower. And while we're not backing down from the task, any information, however small,
I will be honest, I do not know much about them. They have, you know, they fly around on their mounts and they're quick. I just know that they have them. I've been jealous and I have seen the tower. And I know that they like to hunt.
well, thank you for the information, and
Of course.
next time we'll get a favor from you.
Well, after
be back
the
to
second
see
favor,
you.
sure.
Next time we see you, we'll be back with a spotted hippogriff.
Well, that'd be lovely. Well, this has been quite a pleasure. It was, I'm sorry, I didn't get your name, Dwarf?
My name is Orsic.
Orsic, that is... I think it might have been mentioned. I'm Havoc. Well, these are my companions. But... to be honest, I speak for most of them. Sort of a leader of the pack situation. But... yes, we'll be waiting around the south of the Sighing Valley for our awaited hippogriff. I will also say this. If you, by chance, do take out any of their condors, bring back the meat. It'll make that worth your while. for a little bonus. If you're going in there slaughtering birds. If it happens. If it doesn't, no, I am not worried.
Understood. Be well, and we'll be on our way.
Oh, well, we're gonna be heading the same direction. So we can walk and talk a little more if you'd like. Unless you are doing something else first, but... Either way.
We,
We weren't
Well,
given a
apparently-
deadline to retrieve this hippogriff. So.
No, of course, no, I'm not like, I need it in 2 days. That would be... Come on, you got to probably scouting or you prepare for these things. I understand.
Well, then well met, and you can help direct us on our way until we get to the point where...
Oh, of course. I mean, if you are heading that way now, I mean, we did not mean to interrupt your journey. It seemed like you were going somewhere already.
Yeah, we were following these footprints that we found on the ground. They seem to be headed this way.
Did they belong to friends of yours?
No, they didn't belong to friends of ours. They just seemed oddly placed, and we were in search of reasons why these earthquakes and mudslides were happening in the area.
You know, I will say this, mudslides. There is a place close to the river. Mud seems to keep collecting. We don't go too close to there, because we're told there's a bat creature. The Wamford bat. I don't know if you've heard of it. Snatches up people out of their
We have
homes.
not.
True story. According to local legend, of course. The Wamford bat. Supposedly it resides in some keep. Off of the river. Bringing people to become its servants.
Well, Wamford bat seems like something quite interesting.
It's a local legend. If you go to Wamford, I'm sure they'll tell you all about it.
Well, Orso could kind of turn around and kind of shrug and... Wamford bat, anybody?
You know, there's a keep. I believe if you keep heading east, maybe a little bit south. Like I said, covered in mud. Old. It's where the bats reside, supposedly. I've seen lights. It's spooky. I do not know if this is what you are after, but, as the tales I have heard. Things we have seen with our eyes. Heard with our ears. Good ears, too. And even better eyes. Well, not going to keep you all day. Thank you for the favor and the quick game. Perhaps we'll play again later with something maybe a little more nuanced. We'll have to think of some games for you. Lucky. And thank you for letting us borrow your dice, dwarf.
Don't mention it. That he not nicely says that.
And to the
Please
crazy
do.
person and the giant, I bid you all a good day. And safe travels. We will be hanging around the Sighing Valley. Should you recover the spotted hippogriff for us.
Very well.
And we'll go to shake Lucky's hand one more time.
I just nod.
You don't shake his hand?
Nope.
Oh, well, no hard feelings, but And look forward to seeing you again. This has been interesting.
Well, you'll see me again. I have 2 favors I owe you, so
We'll only
no
one
hard
in name,
feelings.
so of course. And like you said, perhaps maybe we'll play again. You bet the other favor, maybe I'll owe you a favor in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll think of something.
He smiles and... Well, come on, gang. We got some ground to cover. To the Sighing Valley. Where we await destiny. As you kind of a grumble from the others as they kind of put their hoods up. The wind sweeping across. They'll give you nods as they pass you by on this kind of trail-esque. And leave you alone.
Did we just agree to steal a hippogriff?
I think we were told we had to steal a hippogriff. What just happened? Lucky. The dice, man. I loaded them for you and everything.
Well, it looks like, whatever you do is a lot better than when I roll them. So I think from now on, you roll them when I'm around, because fuck. I owe that man 2 favors. Shit.
But the beauty about that is there's no time frame on any of that.
Well, that's the problem with someone who doesn't gamble. I now owe this man 2 favors. So, it doesn't matter a time frame.
We owe this man 2 favors at some point.
Oh, I owe this man 2 favors. I shook his hand. It's me. So, anyways, let's go find ourselves a hippogriff. Or I'll go find a hippogriff. Either way. Fun times ahead.
Certainly there's more pressing matters than getting that man. It's hippogriff.
Just walk up to Bearsick and just give him his dice bag with my head hung low.
How are Torin and Pax feeling about all this?
This is the most fun Pax had in a long time.
Torin looks like he's not understanding what just happened and feels something is off. You can see the look on his face.
Bearsick's so confused. As well. He's in a similar state as Torin. But he was blinded by the dice.
Orsic heard something about a bat terrorizing people, and he's ready to go.
Womford Bat. Local legend.
Yeah.
Torn and Pax have probably heard of the Womford Bat. At the very least, you've heard it. Like, it's a thing.
Hey, what did he say about this bat? Terrorizing the local people? Sounds like something that we could go take a look at.
The hard pass, it sounds like.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, there's several hooks here.
Mm-hmm.
What to do.
Are they without? Are like they out of earshot?
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah. The only thing you hear is the occasional howling of the wind and barking of dogs in the distance. Maybe like the occasional like hawk or falcon noise.
I'll just look around
to make sure they're out of earshot and kind of look at everybody and just be like, yeah, not fucking getting them a hippogriff. Let's go do whatever we want, guys.
Hmm.
Maybe we could get a hippogriff for ourselves.
Yeah, and then we can fly it over them and be like, ha ha ha.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
But this fucking Womford bat, we can't let him keep terrorizing the local people.
Well, I mean, that's cool as shit. But what would be cooler than getting a hippogriff and flying over those assholes who did try to pull some shit on me, I think. Flying over them and then leaving.
What do you mean? He tried to pull some shit on you.
I don't know. I saw his eyes glisten. That man definitely looked like Stonebeat over there from time to time. And I'll kind of eye Stonebeat. Like, I know your tricks.
You know I don't have any tricks. These dice are straight. Come on now.
I'll look at him and be like, I didn't see it in my vision, but I know in my heart you got tricks.
Here we are back to visions again.
Always back to visions.
Look, all I know is that I think we'll need to go to that tower at some point. Those men we killed, we're talking about the knights. Now we need a hippogriff, allegedly, to rub it in their faces. He does an eye roll. But I'm kind of with Orsic to explore this bat.
Well, let's go find a bat.
Or what do you think? We seem to be at a crossroads.
To Womford, I guess.
Max, I'm not even going to ask. Or do you have thoughts? Need second guesses.
These things go for little people. And he looks at you deeply.
Or do they go for little heavy people? And he like flexes his muscles or does something stupid.
So
I hope he
I
comes
want to
out-
ask Pax the same question, but in Fey, and see what response I get.
Huh?
Yeah, he's on board.
You all talking your gobbledygook over there. This bat has been terrorizing the innocent folks.
I will say
got work.
Pax and Torin can give me a history check on the Womford bat if you want.
I heard it once.
Yep,
It's bad.
Tim Womford, and it's a bat.
You do mind?
I'm not rolling for you.
You've been rolling good all night.
Someone else can roll for you.
I'm not rolling for him. That's for goddamn sure.
He wants a history check?
Yeah, so just roll a d20.
Can I just roll? I mean,
so-
I'm a +0 to my history. Can I just roll that to straight anyways?
Pax has a +1 to his history.
Come on, Pax, do it.
He's not at his computer.
Oh, okay, I got
So
it.
someone will roll
I'll
a d20.
All right, I'll roll a d20.
With a 10. It's Pax has heard for the last like 20 years or so. It's been scooping people up out of Womford, and the rumors have started circulating more and more in the last like year. It's kind of like a local legend, like the Mothman or like Yeah, kind of like the Mothman.
But in this world, Mothman exists, so we'll. Orsic is fully on board. We need to avenge the deaths of these folks. Innocent people being swept up by a bat has no business.
On for bat.
Aye, one for the bat.
Sounds
Sounds
like
as good a place as any.
sounds like the title to a bad ballad, but I'm in.
Yeah, we need to get you some new material there. Your current stuff's getting a little old.
Oh, I think I'll have plenty of stories to tell. And he just looks at Pax and Lucky and Torin. Let's go make another one. It's up. Says Lucky lead the way here.
Is
So
Womp...
as
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Somebody a little bigger ought to lead the way.
as Bearsic says that, I'll kind of nod at him, and I'll hand him a couple pieces of paper with all of the stuff that I saw when I looked at the Elder Eye, and I'm gonna be like, yeah. And then I'll hear Pax say what he says and kind of stop and look back and see what he's got to say.
Berzak player wasn't there for what happened.
No, I know. That's why I wrote it down.
Oh, you sent him a chat or something?
Yeah, so like I'm
Gotcha.
gonna send my notes to you to make sure it's accurate, and then send it to Berzak later. So
Fair enough.
yeah.
Well, as you guys
I appreciate it.
leave the hills and start heading south to Womford, getting back on the Cairn Road, that is where we'll end tonight. As you guys made a promise to get a hippogriff. And doesn't seem like you plan to make good on that promise.
Weird.
But we'll find out if they will later. Maybe. Who knows? Either way, folks, stay tuned. Check it out next week to see about this Womford bat? Question mark? Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Night, Internet.
Lucky's a
Good night.
welcher.
Hooray!